Class.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for your patience. I forgot to start our video. So, okay, most of you got that, right? When we listen to the problem, we know exactly what to write down. It said Farmer Hanson plows 1/7 of, what does that mean? Multiply, so we can put our dot, of his 2 acres of land. So of 2, 1/7 of 2 acres.
Poor farmers.
Now, we also talked about when we have a regular whole number, we can definitely change it into a fraction at any time. We just put a 1. Yep. And then we multiply straight across. You guys got it just fine. Alexa, what was our answer? 2/7. You got it. Right, because 1 times 2 is 2. 7 times 1 is 7.
That's one.
Great.
Like, most farmers don't have just 2 acres of land.
You're right, they don't. Maybe it was just a section. Okay. You guys ready for my next question?
Yeah.
All right, erase your
Wait,
boards.
I'm not ready.
Erase your boards. Yes. We'll grab a tissue, okay? Okay, a board should be erased. Okay, listen to our next question. Our next word problem. You ready? Olga walks 9 blocks to school. Her friend Louis walks only 1/5 of that distance. How many blocks does Louis walk? Okay, listen one more time. Olga walks 9 blocks to school. Her friend Louis walks only 1/5 of that distance.
Got it.
How far does Louis walk to school? So Olga walks 9 blocks. That's a whole number, but can you make a fraction? Let me see. And her friend Louis walks 1/5 of that distance. Put it on your board. I'm walking around. Good. Ooh, Tyson even changed it to a mixed number after that. Good job. Really did too. Very nice. Oh, got it. Tyson, will you talk with Philip about the mixed number? Good.
Yes.
Good job. There you go. You got it. What's that? Nice. Very good.
That's the answer.
Figure out what we're doing next time.
Good job. Good job.
What does it become as
Here.
What are we doing? No, boards need to go back.
I got the right answers.
But I need to see everybody's answers. Thank you. Good job, Connor. You get it, Max? I don't see yours.
This one.
I'll get you a new thing in a minute. Let's just do math. Okay. You are close, but listen to this first part first. So, you were right. The Olga walks 9 blocks to school. But her friend Louis walks 1/5. 1/5. So, we got to times 9 by...
So then how do you turn that into?
He walks 1/5 of that distance. So, we're going to do 1/5 of 9. And remember that of means multiply. So, 1/5 of 9. There you go. Now multiply straight across. You got it? There you go. Okie dokie.
Artichoke.
Great job. You guys are doing really well with this. So, let's try another. You ready? Sure. I'll write it on the board. You write your answer. Hold it up. Here we go. There you go. Shh, we're not singing right now. We're humming. Let's just figure out our answer. Good. Very good. Yes. There you go. Try it out. Good job. Yes, yes. Good. You got it, Italia. You got it. Good job, Bailey. Good. Good. Good job, Haley. Yep. Yes. Yeah. We gotta change him to a fraction, right? I go to the board. There you go. Multiply straight across. Oh, you gotta tough it out. There you go. You got it. Okay, ready? Here's one more. Erase your boards. 5, 4, 3, 2. Actually, I think you guys have this fine. I'm going to move on. We are going to move on. Get out your workbooks, please. Get out your workbooks. I need to see which row this way can get out their workbooks the fastest. And be on page 90. Which row this way can be the fastest? Page 90.
90. Wait, does it count with Bailey? 90. Oh my gosh. No, I think we have 21.
Nice. Class.
Yes.
My winner was this row right here.
Wait,
They have less people, but they won.
3 people.
That's
stupid.
Oh, it's fair. They won.
That's not fair. They have 3 people. Yes. Do we get a candy?
Maybe later. Let's keep going, though.
That's not fair. It's okay.
I don't want to hear whining. All right. Okay. Now, we're talking about showing the multiplication of fractions on a number line. All right? So, I want you to skip number 6. We're actually moving to number 7. Okay? It says circle the fractions on the number lines to help you multiply. Interesting. I want to see if we can figure out how to circle these on a number line. Now, if you take a look, I want you to look on your own workbook. So that means you have to put your lid on your marker and put it down because we're not working on our whiteboards anymore right now. We are just in our workbooks. Kaylee, put your lid on your marker. Andrew, put the lid on your marker. How many spaces are between the 0 and the 1 on your number line? Raise your hand.
7.
Really?
7.
7. Why do you think that there's 7s? Really, why do you think?
I just looked at the denominator.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly why they put 7 spaces, because the fraction that we're working with is 1/7, right? So we have 1/7 times 2, and I'm not going to write it on there because it's on your board. Between the 0 and the 1, there are 7 spaces. So if you were to circle 1/7, how would you do that? How would you show that? I guess I will. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here's 1, 0, and here's 1. And if I were to circle 1/7, this would be 1/7, 2/7, 3/7, etc. 1/7 would be like this, right? Can you circle that on yours?
Oh.
Circle that on yours, the 1/7. Okay, but their number line keeps going, right? Now, if we take a look at the equation, it says 1/7 times 2. That means that we would need to circle another 7th as well, right? 1/7 times 2. 1/7, 1/7. That's how we would circle it on our number line. Can you circle that just like that on yours? If you did them right next to each other, that's totally fine. That's what Tyson did. He actually, instead of doing it right here, he did it right here. I've got 1/7, 2 7ths, right? That works as well. Try it on the next one, down B. It says 3/7 times 2. So for 3/7, we would actually go 1, 2, 3 7ths, right? And then they show it in the book as they start again and do 3 7ths right here. But it really doesn't matter if you do it separated like that or if you do them together. 1, 2, 3, like that. We're on B, so number 7B. Do you see where it says 3 7? So if we did 3 7ths times 2, we would circle 1, 2, 3. Right? Okay. Now on that one, we know that 3 7ths times 2, I was just watching Natalia figure out that problem, so good job. 3 7ths times 2 is 6 7ths, right? And is that how much we circled? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 7ths, right? We got it?
Or it could be 14.
We're still in 7ths, though. All of our sections in our line is in 7ths, so we really wouldn't go to 14ths. Okay, now I want you to try number 8. Circle 1/6, but do it times 4. 1/6 times 4, circle your 4 different sections. Figure out the equation, the answer to the equation, and see if your diagram and your answer match. I'm going to come check. Who's my paper passer today?
No more diaphragm.
Connor. No more diaphragms. That's right. Oh.
Stop saying diaphragm.
I know what diaphragm is.
It's still so scary.
That's good.
I'm running away. I don't want this to see me.
All right. Connor's going to pass out your homework while you're finishing that. We're going to do a couple together so we make sure that we are understanding completely. I don't know how you got one of those. I must have put them together in my, I don't know. But that's okay. Just use the one that you
Miss Meredith, did you do the legs count?
What's that?
Did you do the legs count?
Yes, thank you.
Do your homework. Did Bailey check out?
No, she isn't done. Yeah.
I know it's 4 6. To circle on a number line.
Nope, we're going to do it together. Just a couple so we make sure everybody's understanding. Class. Okay, put your workbooks away quickly and quietly. We're going to go through a couple of these problems together. Okay, Connor's coming around with the rest of these. I'm going to read at the top. It says the campers in each cabin at Bear Claw Camp held a contest to see who could walk the farthest in one day. Use this sign, or use the sign, to answer the questions. Write your answers as fractions. So we're using the side, right? We can see these little arrows, and there's some distances on there. So to Otter's Ridge, it's 13 miles. Thank you. To Silver Stream, it's 6 miles. Is that an 8?
Yeah.
8 miles.
It's not going to be dark.
To Fossil Cave, it's 9 miles. And to Mammoth Mountain, it's 25 miles. Everybody can see that on in our picture?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's use that information to figure out and these are word problems, just like we did at the beginning of our class today. So number 1, the campers in cabin A walked 1/4 of the way to Otter Ridge. How many miles did they walk? Okay, so we've got 1/4, so I know I'm going to write 1/4, and then it says of, so I know that that's multiplication, and it says the way to Otter Ridge. Really, how far is it to Otter Ridge?
It is 13.
13 miles, right? So I can write my 13 like this, but I know I'm changing it into a fraction, so I'm going to write it, and just so I can multiply straight across, I'm writing it as a fraction, and I'm putting the 13 on the top, right? Now I can figure out how far they went. They went 1/4 of the way to Otter Ridge, so 1/4 of 13 looks like 1 times 13, and 4 times 1 is 4.
It's 3 and 1/4.
Right, if I change it into a mixed number, tell us what it is again. Landon, hello.
3 and 1/4.
You're right, 4 goes into 13 3 times with 1 left over, and we keep our same denominator. Now, we also have to put a label because these are
You have to.
word problems.
You have to.
You mean like this?
Yeah.
Yes, let's do it. We can do it.
We do ML.
Let's do MI. So 3 and 1/4 miles. Make sure you put your label.
3 and 1/4.
We ended up with 13/4, right, Lucas? Because we did 1 times 13 is 13, 4 times 1 is 4. This is an improper fraction, though, so we want to change it to a mixed number. So 1/4 of 13 miles is 3 1/4 miles.
Because if you think about it, 4 goes into 13 3 times, and then you have 1/4 left over.
Yeah. Okay. The campers in cabin B walked 2/3 of the way to Silver Stream. I'm looking at number 2, right? The campers in cabin B walked 2/3 of the way to Silver Stream. So now you need to look on the side and find out how far it is to Silver Stream and fill in the next part. Okay? All right, we have about 5 more minutes. I'm going to walk around. You're working on your homework worksheet. Let's keep this an independent time, a quiet time to get as much homework done as we can, right? Our goal is to not take any math homework home unless you want to. But we're going to try to get done as much as we can.
Teachers, sorry for this brief interruption. It is time to send your Hawkeye or your leader students down to the